Welcome to Everyone Can Jam, where everyone can learn to play music. And this is kind of a mini lesson. It's a great lesson about the A minor pentatonic scale that you can access right now if you already have some basic skills. But it's also a preview to a class I have coming up, which I think I'm going to call How to Get Ready to Learn How to Play the Guitar. It's a class about a lot of basic skills and knowledge that make it easier for you to access the instruction you find. There's all kinds of fun things you can find on YouTube or from friends that play music or books, but sometimes if we're missing some of the basic skills, it can be very difficult to access those lessons because you're getting too much information all at once and you need to focus on smaller pieces and moving more incrementally. So this class is going to give you some basic skills that make you ready to learn how to play the guitar from books or YouTube videos that you might find. You might find that process a lot easier once you gain some basic skills and basic knowledge. And so you might be ready to learn this scale really quick. And if it seems like you're not ready to learn it right now, you will be ready to learn it if you want to join us for that class. So let me just show you. Well, there's a lot of different ways you can play the A minor pentatonic scale. I really like starting it here and with beginners because it's important for you to know it's not any harder to play up here than it is down here. And I'm starting to think it's kind of funny that most beginner guitar instruction, is all down here, and I can't think of a good reason why. If you learn some things up here, the wonderful thing is they're movable. So you've really learned this much of the guitar. And then, learning down here isn't that hard. So anyway, we're going to start up here I want you to find the 7th fret. Usually you have a real obvious marker here on the 5th fret. Some people have a marker here, so learn where your 5th fret is. 2 frets higher than that is going to be 7th. And find the 4th string. So if we're in tune and you play the 4th string, 7th fret, it should sound like this. And use this finger, ring finger. There's some other videos I have that help you develop this scale. So if this is difficult, go to, let's see, what was that one going to be called? There's a video lesson I'm going to post soon called Half Steps and Whole Steps. And then the lessons about developing good guitar technique will help you develop this ability too. So I'm going to assume you've done that and you can play this like this. So ring finger, 4th string, 7th fret. That is an A note, by the way. That's the home base for A minor pentatonic. And that's why we're learning it this way, so you know where home is. And play a whole step lower. That means you skip a fret. This note is 5th fret, 4th string, and back to here. And if you have a backing track, I guess I should record a backing track, huh? It sounds good with an A minor chord. Those are pentatonic, comes from the word 5. 5 is made out of 2 and 3. So these are the 2. And I want you to think of it this way. There's 2 notes. These 2 notes go together a lot at the end of a phrase. And this is definitely home when you finish your song or your little phrase. Now, these same 2 frets, I want you to move to the 3rd string and play those same 2 frets on the 3rd string. And we'll get to we've learned 4 notes so far. We'll get to the 5th one in a minute. that would be a good exercise, actually. We can create a backing track so you can play around. It doesn't have to be a D minor chord, but it could be. So everything I'm playing right now is just those same 2 frets, 4th string and 3rd string. So here are your 2 notes on the 4th string, and then your 3, you go here on the 3rd string, same 2 frets, 1 more whole step higher. So that's your group of 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 notes, they're all whole steps. So you have 3 notes on the 3rd string, 5th, 7th fret, 9th fret, and then you have 2 notes on the 4th string. So learn those notes and then you can play with them. Looks like I need to make a backing track so you can play with these notes. And one more little tidbit now, wherever, this is something that you will be able to move. You can find groups of 3 and groups of 2 all over the guitar. The pentatonic scale starts with those 5, and I think it's important to get to know those 5 before you play. A lot of times it'll be taught like this. And we can get to that, and you may already have learned that pattern, but it's hard to know where home is, and it's hard to know how to use it if you learn too many notes all at once. So the point is that this sound here, with these 2 notes, kind of your home base, they're all over the place. And you will find groups of 3 all over the place. See, there's a group of 2. But just focus on these 5, and wherever you have your group of 3, this will always be true. This note right here between is your blue note. So you can play with that one too. And because that's your blue note, wherever you have your group of 3, this fret in between, 1, 2, 3, the fret in between the higher 2, that's your blue note, which means if you're playing this note here in the middle of the 3, see how I'm on the note in the middle of the 3? If you want to bend, that's a good one to bend, because when you bend, what you're doing is you're kind of playing that note. And if you want to bend, it helps to put all 3 fingers down. Don't just do that finger all by itself, it's weak. If you put 3 fingers down and use them all to push, it's easier. See how that chord sounds? So I'll go ahead and make that backing track for you, and I'll tell you about those chords in that lesson. So have fun with those notes, and that is something you will learn in the upcoming class, how to learn, how to get ready to learn how to play the guitar. And if you want information about classes, go to www.everyonecanjam.com. Sign up for my email list, because that's how I'll let you know all the information you need to be part of a class or to know what classes are coming up. And look for the backing track to play the A minor pentatonic scale. And I will see you around. Thanks. Bye.